Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof. I'm back again with another video, and in this one we're going to be talking about Joker's origin and his identity, which is getting revealed by DC Comics pretty much for the first time here this summer. Now, the Joker is probably the most iconic DC character, probably the most well-known or iconic antagonist in all of entertainment history, right up there with Darth Vader. I don't want to, get into debates with that, but he's really, really well known, of course. And this is a big deal because, to me, what makes the Joker one of the best antagonists is that you have writers writing other antagonists or villains or bad guys, and they try so hard to try to justify or rationalize the actions of those characters. What causes Lex Luthor to do what he does? What causes Darth Vader to do what he does? That kind of thing. What I like about the Joker is that his rationale is that he has no rationale. You know what I mean? He has no motivation. That kind of is his motivation. He's just crazy. He's just psychotic. We don't know his background. We know with The Killing Joke 1988, which was created canon, that he was a comedian and he had kids and just a whole, he was in poverty and didn't work out for him very well. At the same point, the Joker even says in The Killing Joke, if I have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. And that's kind of the same thing that we saw with the Joker in The Dark Knight 2008, where Heath Ledger's Joker, he gave multiple interpretations of what his past actually was. The point is, to this point, we really have no idea what his past is. We don't know that. I mean, of course, we're 99% certain that his skin was bleached and the Ace Chemicals thing, because we can visually see that that is the case. But as per his origin with the family and whether or not he was a comedian and was a pretty bad one, and like that whole origin, they even explicitly state in The Killing Joke that that could very well be wrong. The Joker could just be making stuff up because he's a demented psychopath. He's not very trustworthy in that sense. The thing is with this reveal is that this is unprecedented, and Geoff Johns has labeled this as a real identity. And to me, when I hear real identity, I think beyond a name. So we may actually learn the Joker's name. I think that this may even be that we learn, like, oh, this was actually this character all along. This was actually the Calculator, who's another, DC villain all along. And he was the Calculator earlier, now he's the Joker or whatever. I hope that that's not the case. But here's the thing, if they're going to reveal his identity and it's going to be like that, that's kind of like with Arkham Knight. Think about Arkham Knight. And Rocksteady was like, we are going to have a reveal of a never-before-seen character, a completely original character. It's like, okay, so it's going to be a completely original character, so he takes off the mask, and it's somebody we've never seen before. He's completely original, and his name is William Johnson. It's like, okay, there's William Johnson. You know what I mean? There's no payoff there. Much in the same way, if we learn Joker's name, and let's say Joker's name is Johnson Smith, okay, it's like, okay, his name's Johnson Smith, so what? You know what I mean? Like where's the reveal in that? This is going to be a big thing. I was watching live at the DC Rebirth event when Geoff Johns was talking about this, and initially when I heard it, I was excited, you know what I mean? Like, because as a big DC fan, the Joker is, again, one of the most iconic characters, and I think we all kind of want to know more about him, but we want to know more about him in a way that we kind of want to know spoilers for a new episode of a show that we watch. You know what I mean? Like, we want to see it, or we want to see the spoilers, we want to know what happens, but at the same point, in the long run, we'll regret it. In the long run, we will have regret reading those spoilers, and we would have rather just waited the few extra days and watched the episode. It's kind of that way. I'm kind of intrigued to know on a surface level, but once I think deeper about it, I really don't want to know. And to me, what makes the Joker so interesting is that he has a certain ambivalence, a certain ambiguity from him. We don't know what caused him to be the way he is, because he seemingly is just crazy because he's just crazy. And there is an interesting backstory there, and they could make a lot of money making that story and showing that story and being, this is the definitive tale of the Joker. So they're going to reveal this at Rebirth this summer. That's going to come out. We're going to learn about the Joker's name. What if they do that and it sucks and nobody likes it, and maybe it is, again, another antagonist that, like, oh yeah, this person turns into the Joker and nobody likes it, everybody hates it. All they can do is just make it not canon and be like, okay, that never happened. Just forget about that, okay? So the point is, if it's not good, it turns out to not be good. It's not like the Joker's doomed or the character's ruined, you know what I mean? I think everybody's on the same page. I just wanted to clarify that. In the long run, it does not matter if it doesn't work out. But if it does, and if there is even a lukewarm fan response, then they're going to say, that's the Joker's name. This is his identity. This is who the Joker is, and here's his backstory. So I'm interested to know, again, The Killing Joke did a big thing in 1988 when it revealed the Joker's backstory with the fact that he was a comedian and the whole backstory, if you've read the book, and I highly recommend that you do read it. There's actually a visual walkthrough kind of thing on YouTube. They even have like sound effects and everything in it if you've not read it yet. I do recommend that you guys read that. But anyway, we do learn a little bit more about his background, but even then it is presented with a certain amount of ambiguity, and they even say that it could not be the case. Joker very well could be lying. He's demented, you know what I mean? He's crazy. He could not be remembering correctly because that story is told through flashbacks. So this is going to be our first, like our true first definitive origin story of the Joker, his real name. I'm interested to know what you think. To be honest with you, again, initially I was like, oh, this is interesting, I'm intrigued. But as I think about it more, I don't know if this, this is going to conflict with what makes the Joker great. It may or may not, we'll have to see. But I think that if I would have to guess, it's not going to contribute anything to why we think the Joker's awesome. And it very well could kind of hinder his character that kind of is just crazy because he's crazy and needs not explanation. He's just a crazy guy, and we don't really want to know anything about his name or his origin or where he comes from or why he is the way he is. That is one of the things that's really interesting about the character. So I'm interested to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Those are my thoughts on the Joker's identity getting revealed. Whether we like it or not, it's coming. So I'm so interested to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.